Good evening, folks, and welcome to another exciting Knox Burzum vlog. So, it's been a few days since I made my last update. Figured I'd tell everyone what the hell's been up with my life. Uh, Had a very busy-ass weekend, to be totally honest. We cleared out close to 3/4 of everything that we needed to from our storage unit, which took like almost 4.5 hours. And after 2 or 3 other trips, much like in the last month or so, it equaled out about 12 hours worth of work, which was fun. Uh, Had my first couple of miniature shifts at Taco John's, which, life could be worse. Like I said, at least I'm getting paid there. Got back paid by the state, amazingly. Unemployment actually came through for me. Awesome news, right? Tomorrow I finally get to have my initial meeting once again with the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation, which means I'll get the ball rolling finally to get assistance in finding placement in an apprenticeship program, most likely for something like either carpentry or welding or cable installation or welding or I don't know, who knows what. Basically, a trade job that I can learn and grow with, and that I won't have to worry about it going under in a couple of years or whatever. So that's always exciting. Applied to Cascade here in Eau Claire recently. That was just today, actually. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure that I want the job because it's 12-hour rotating shifts, which, first of all, for someone who takes a 12-hour time release medication like I do, that really sucks because it basically means that if I work from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., I get up at 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. I take my medicine. I go to work. I come home. And I immediately pass the fuck out for 5 hours because my wife still is working from 2:30 to 11 at night. So if I want to see her, basically I have to be up all night. Or if I work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., I wait until she's gone to work. I don't know. And rotating shifts I do not like because you basically have to be at the will of your employer. And you don't get to choose what kind of a lifestyle you have anymore. You are now beholden to that company, and your life is rotating around the company. And if you don't like it, too bad, Jack. Go fuck yourself. We'll find another warm body to replace you. So we'll see how that goes. Personally, I'm holding out for the apprenticeship, but we'll have to see. I'm about 3/4 of the way done with writing Perfect Circus. That's the Perfect Circle episode of the new Knox Burzum Enter the Void. Hopefully, y'all enjoy it once I get it completed. If you don't, of course, leave me comments once the video is actually uploaded, and we'll see what the hell happens. What else? What else is new? Bunch of dumb politics in the world lately. Neo-Nazis are on the rise, which I think is really fucking annoying. Trump, of course, has said absolutely nothing about this, but we know who his fan base is, so why is that a fucking surprise? It's really not. In music news, Static X has pushed back the release date of their new Project Regeneration album for, I don't know, this is like the umpteenth time. Supposedly it's going to come out in late August. I'm not really sure if I believe that. Long story short is that apparently when Tony Campos and whoever the hell else it is that's in the studio with him all the time were poking around in Wayne's old hard drives, they found even more isolated vocal tracks and probably some guitar tracks, I'm guessing. Long and short of it is that this caused them to scrap like 3/4 of what they'd already completed, which, yeah, that is a lot of fucking work. That's like months and months worth of work that they now have to redo because really we're all getting this album to hear Wayne Static's voice. And if you have Wayne Static's voice to use, then why not use it? I get it. Just sucks for those of us who actually want to hear this fucking thing at some point. Actually, it's amusing because there's enough people who are pissed off about how long this is taking that's to the point where when Tony was releasing a statement about this just like, night before last, about 2 o'clock in the morning, he full on admitted in at least two separate posts to two separate people that he himself is getting tired of reading basically hate mail, and said that it's really not conducive, quote unquote, to making the album, that it gets really old, that it's really disheartening. And it's like, yeah, dude, well, we understand it's disheartening, but at the same exact time, if you bothered to do updates more than once every like 3 months, realistically speaking, we might actually forgive you for it. At this point, it's like, dude, you barely talk to anyone about anything. You refuse to release singles. You refuse to release videos. You refuse to release merchandise. You refuse to release. You get the idea. Nothing is happening until the album is done, which obviously we want done. But nothing's also happening until they're signed to a new label for a contract, which I think is a little cheesy considering the fact that they haven't been in the pop culture spotlight since 2008 when Cult of Static was released. Whatever. Apparently, also, Trip Eisen, who we all know got kicked out of the band because he was a pedophile, has been a big part of creating the new album and has been a big part of the production work, which, yeah, I've got really mixed feelings about that, and I'm not very fucking pleased about it. You know, a lot of people aren't very fucking pleased about it, but Tony, of course, is flying the finger to everyone and saying, don't fucking worry about it, it's our band anyway. Because, you know, he gives a damn what your opinion is. And if he somehow ever sees this video, Tony, I really don't care what your opinion is on that. The fact of the matter is that Wayne himself kicked the dude out of the band for a very specific reason. You obviously don't care about that very specific reason. And because Tripp says that he's sorry and that he's been a good boy for 10 years, you're fine with him. Actually, more than 10 years. Because he went to jail in 2005, 2006. Whatever. But I'm still looking forward to new music. They're just getting a little long, so I should probably wrap this up pretty soon here. What else is new? Oh, I suppose been having a lot of depression and anxiety lately. I just really don't know where the hell my life is going in the next couple of months. I do want a really good job, and I want something that is going to be fulfilling, but I want something that's going to give us money and, you know, be able to support myself and my wife and maybe maybe like a family of more than just two people in the next few years. We'd actually kind of like to have a kid, but no, I'm not going to have a kid when I can barely keep a job for more than like 12 months. And to be completely blunt about it, I'm not going to live off the fucking street my whole life. So fuck that noise. At any rate, that's really about all I have. Oh, new band I found yesterday called Lords of the Lost. Very interesting band. I think they're out of Germany. They're basically melodic heavy metal. They're a lot like, I would consider them to be like 10 years. So if you like 10 years, check them out on YouTube. Also check out Skind, Skynd. I think she's a solo artist who just uses session musicians. I don't know of any touring that she's actually done yet, but she's very interesting. She bases all of her songs off of murders and unsolved mysteries. So yeah, that's about it. I'll give y'all an update tomorrow and actually get back on the daily vlogs, tell you what the hell goes on with the DVR and setting up my, you know, being a part of the state once more. I'm honestly hoping that they help me get reevaluated for my ADHD, because having a fresh diagnosis would really help me when job hunting and when trying to sustain a job and some employment. Anyway, I've been rambling for long enough, and I gotta go start making dinner, so until next time, listen to heavy music, watch gory ass movies, and always remember to enter the void.